After age 40, something happens to almost every human being on Earth. The lens inside your eye, a flexible, transparent disc that has been bending light and focusing images since the day you were born, begins to stiffen. Slowly, quietly, without warning. The medical term is presbyopia. The practical term is the moment you start holding your phone farther and farther from your face, squinting at restaurant menus, and finally admitting you need reading glasses. It affects virtually 100% of humans. If you live long enough, you will get it. There is no exercise that prevents it, no diet that slows it, no amount of carrots that stops it. For over a century, the only solutions were glasses, contact lenses, or surgery. But in October 2021, something changed. The FDA approved the first eye drop in history designed to treat presbyopia. You put a drop in each eye in the morning, and for the next 6 to 10 hours, your near vision improves. No glasses, no surgery, just a drop. And as of January 2026, there are now 4 different FDA-approved presbyopia eye drops on the market, with a 5th expected later this year. The global presbyopia treatment market is projected to reach $16.47 billion by 2033. But that is only half the story. Because there is another eye condition affecting 2.7 billion people worldwide, 27% of the entire human population, and it is getting worse at a rate scientists are calling a global epidemic. It is myopia, nearsightedness. And for this condition, a different type of eye drop is showing results so promising that some researchers believe it could reduce the need for glasses in an entire generation of children. This is the story of how 2 tiny drops could reshape the future of human vision. Let us start with how these drops actually work, because the science is elegantly simple. When you were young, the lens in your eye was soft and flexible. Muscles around it could squeeze it thinner to focus on distant objects, or let it bulge thicker to focus on close ones. This happened automatically, thousands of times a day, without you ever thinking about it. But as you age, proteins in the lens gradually cross-link and harden. By your mid-40s, the lens is too rigid for the muscles to reshape effectively. Close objects become blurry. That is presbyopia. The eye drops solve this problem not by fixing the lens, but by bypassing it entirely. They use a compound called a miotic agent, the most common being pilocarpine, a drug originally extracted from the leaves of a Brazilian plant called jaborandi in 1875. Pilocarpine constricts the pupil, making it smaller. A smaller pupil creates what photographers call a pinhole effect. It increases the depth of focus, allowing both near and far objects to appear sharper at the same time. It is the same principle as squinting, but far more precise and controlled. The first drop approved was Vuity by AbbVie in 2021, using 1.25% pilocarpine. Then came Closey in 2023. In July 2025, the FDA approved Viz, which uses a different compound called aceclidine that targets the eye more selectively, producing fewer side effects. Viz lasts up to 10 hours with a single morning dose and comes in preservative-free, single-use vials. And in January 2026, a 4th drop called Brimacol was approved, combining 2 active ingredients, carbachol and brimonidine, that work together to improve near vision for up to 8 hours without significantly affecting distance vision. If you are finding this fascinating, subscribe to the Odd Vault and hit the bell, because the second half of this story is even more revolutionary. But these drops have limitations that the headlines often ignore. They only work for mild to moderate presbyopia. If your vision has deteriorated significantly, the drops will not restore it to perfect. They do not correct myopia, astigmatism, or farsightedness caused by anything other than aging. Side effects can include headaches, eye redness, and in rare cases, retinal complications, particularly in people with high myopia or previous retinal problems. And the effect is temporary. You need to use the drops every single day. Stop using them, and your near vision returns to exactly where it was. These are not a cure, they are a treatment, a daily maintenance tool, not a permanent fix. Now let us talk about the other revolution, the one happening in children's eyes. Myopia is not just an inconvenience. The World Health Organization has classified it as a global health concern. Currently, 27% of the world's population is nearsighted. By 2050, scientists project that number will reach 50%, nearly 5 billion people. Half of humanity unable to see clearly without correction. And the consequences go far beyond blurry vision. High myopia, a prescription of -6 or worse, dramatically increases the lifetime risk of retinal detachment, glaucoma, cataracts, and macular degeneration. These are conditions that can cause permanent, irreversible blindness. The cause of the myopia epidemic is surprisingly simple. Children are spending more time indoors, looking at screens, and less time outside in natural light. Studies consistently show that outdoor time is protective against myopia. Children who spend more time outside develop myopia at significantly lower rates. Yet globally, children are spending less time outdoors than any previous generation. This is where atropine comes in. Atropine is a drug that has been used in medicine since the 1800s, primarily to dilate pupils during eye exams. But in low concentrations, as little as 0.01 to 0.05%, atropine eye drops have been shown to slow the progression of myopia in children by 50 to 77%. 1 drop per eye, once a day, at bedtime. The mechanism is not fully understood, but researchers believe low-dose atropine acts on receptors in the retina and the sclera, the white outer layer of the eye, to slow the elongation of the eyeball that causes myopia to worsen over time. Multiple large-scale clinical trials across Asia, Europe, and the United States have confirmed the effect. A 3-year study at Ohio State University found that 0.01% atropine significantly slowed both eye growth and prescription changes in children aged 6 to 10. However, the science is not completely settled. A separate trial funded by the National Eye Institute found that 0.01% atropine was no better than placebo over 2 years. Researchers believe the discrepancy may be due to differences in concentration, treatment duration, or genetic factors between populations. Higher concentrations, like 0.05%, appear more consistently effective, but the future is not one single drop that eliminates glasses for everyone. The future is a toolkit: presbyopia drops for adults, atropine for children, combined with specialized lenses, outdoor time guidelines, and eventually, gene therapies that address the root causes of refractive errors. But the direction is clear. For the first time in human history, we have non-surgical, pharmacological tools that can improve vision with a single drop. A 150-year-old plant extract from Brazil is giving adults their reading vision back. A 200-year-old drug, used at concentrations 100 times weaker than its original purpose, is slowing an epidemic in children's eyes. We are not at the end of glasses, but we may be at the beginning of the end. And the revolution started not with lasers, not with surgery, not with technology, but with a single drop. This has been The Odd Vault. If this unlocked something in your mind, subscribe, because we open a new vault every week. What they didn't tell you, we will.